Welcome to another episode of CHP Sports. I am Anthony D'Orazio. To my left is Kenny Barber. Kenny, how you doing today?
Good. I am tired. What a weekend I had. tired.
Busy bee.
Yeah.
There you go. Were you just running around or dealing with the kids?
Yeah, we had I don't even remember what I did Friday. Saturday was my son's first wrestling tournament of his entire life. First wrestling match he's ever had, and he won the tournament. So it was an awesome day.
Oh, there you go. Congrats.
Probably I would say my proudest dad moment so far. It was super cool. You don't know what to expect, right? Some kids go out there, they scream, they run off the mat, or they're in a gym now. There's a bunch of people in there watching, everybody screaming, right? So you kind of don't know what to expect. You don't know how they're going to react. They're 6, right? It's like the wind could blow differently, and their life shuts down. You never know.
When I was about that age, my dad took me to karate class because everyone kid at that age, you watch I think when we were kids, it was Three Ninjas. I don't know if you remember those movies.
Yeah.
If this is old school for those of you older listeners, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Or you watch like a Bruce Lee movie and it's like
or Bruce Lee or something. Yeah. So I wanted to go to karate. So I go to karate class. I think I literally lasted 3 minutes out on the mat. Then I started to cry, and my dad took me home. So that was my young karate experience. So I completely empathize.
So I just didn't know what to expect. You practice, right? He practiced last winter with a group, and it was kind of just learning some moves. And I didn't want to put him in any matches because I just didn't want him to be overwhelmed, right? This was practice. And then he's been practicing the last couple months, and or whenever they started. It's been about a month. And you just don't know. They're in a little circle and practice with their partner, right? They're practicing some moves. But you don't know if they're going to be able to put it together for an actual match. And he did really well, so I was really, really happy about it. So, I had that, and then we had a breakfast with Santa thing. And the next morning, we were all, you got the tournament all day, and it's just a lot going on, But it was fun. So yeah, good weekend, and it tied into sports with the wrestling, and it was cool to be back in the gym. And I haven't been in that kind of atmosphere in a while with a wrestling tournament, right? It's been a long time since I've been in a wrestling tournament, so got that same feeling in my gut, you kind of that nervous feeling. Even though I was wrestling, but it's my kid, and he said you don't know how he's going to react, but it was good though, and his teammates did well, and they all they had fun, so it was a good weekend. And I missed coaching. It was fun to coach some kids wrestling. It was good. So
awesome. Sounds like an exciting weekend. I graded. We did go see. I did have a really nice workout with one of my clients and good friends that's local here on Saturday. So we got in there and got it in, which was nice because it was probably my first good workout in a week.
Nice.
And then with the end of the semester, it's hard to get good workouts in, as we were discussing prior to recording here.
This time of the year, there's a lot going on. Really
it's just a lot going on. I'm slammed at the end of the year stuff, the grading and putting together finals, and so that was good. And then we went to an art show that one of another friend / client through CHP was. She's an artist, Kate Morgan. I'll give her props here in the episode. So Kate Morgan there's actually 2 Kate Morgan artists out there. It's really weird.
Oh, really?
It's weird. So if you type in Kate Morgan art, there are 2 people come up, and it's strange, and they kind of do similar work.
Oh wow.
It's very strange. But our friend is katemorganart.com. So if you're interested in some cool art, check out katemorganart.com. But she was presenting at a show, so went down to say hi, and actually picked up a piece from her. So that was really cool.
Cool.
It's really beautiful, and I'm very happy to have it. We have a few pieces from her. So and then I came home and proceeded to work. So
work. Well, I always say our lives, is your work ever done, right? We were just talking about programming for clients.
No, it's not.
Something always pops up. You go back in, you fix something, check something. Yeah.
Yeah, you forget to unhide a workout. Clients messaging you am I training today?
Yeah.
You should be. Let me check. Oh, my dumbass forgot to unhide the workout.
Yeah.
There you go. Or, my poor clients, I tell them every once in a while I just miss someone. I just blink and I just skip right over someone.
Yeah.
And, because I got a list of clients, I go, I'm going into order, and I just skip someone. And I'll get a message from them. Am I training tomorrow?
You are human, right?
Yeah. No, it's my bad. I missed it. So, But we did have, I can't say the NFL seems to be taking shape. We talked about this last week.
Yeah, it's been tough. And if we want to
There's,
talk about something else first, we could actually just about Steph Curry's about to break the record. It's coming.
yeah, it is. I know he's kind of struggled the last couple of games, but
Yeah, he had two. I think I don't want to say
he's
the pressure's
pressing.
getting to him. Yeah,
He's
but I think
pressing.
he's pressing a little bit. He's trying a little bit too hard. He's usually really good at just letting the game come to him.
Come to
And
him.
yeah, so you could see. I think he needs like 6 more, 7 more, something like that. But yeah, it's going to happen. It's not a matter of, I mean, unless he gets hurt, right? We don't want to say that. We don't want him to get hurt.
But yeah, if he stays upright and breathing for a
Yes.
couple of games, it's going to happen. So
Yeah, he 2 games maybe. I mean, he averages 5 or 6 a game, so you know it could happen very quickly. So I mean, yeah, if he does, I mean, such a cool thing to see. You know, at this point, he's got to be the greatest shooter.
Yeah, I was about to say he's the greatest shooter in NBA history.
Yeah,
I don't think there's really much of a debate there.
no, and the amount of games he's done it in, and his percentages are higher than the guys that are in front of him, which is crazier at the rate he shoots, right? So that's another telltale of how good it is. And then he just shoots it from anywhere on the court.
Yeah, his range is approximately forever.
Yeah, there's no end range. He just has range. So yeah, but anyway, into the NFL, like you were saying, it's been very difficult to predict much this year. Just except for everything's been unpredictable. That's been the only predictable thing so far, because so many teams look good some weeks and then they don't look good other weeks, and yeah, it's kind of coming together now, like you said.
Yeah, to me, it seems like you sort of have 3 groups. We kind of indirectly pointed this out in previous episodes. You kind of have the group near the top that you generally get good performances out of, sort of your Green Bays and your Tampa Bays generally.
Yeah.
Then you have your kind of Jekyll and Hyde teams where it's which version of this team am I getting this week? So kind of most emblematic of that, I would say your Browns, your Vikings,
Bills,
your Titans, your Bills kind of fall into that group. And then you have the bottom end where they're typically not going to be great.
Yeah.
So, people seem to be falling into those categories at this point.
Except for your division. Your division has turned into one. Here's your division now. It's like this. It's just one jumbled mess. It really is, because the Ravens are out in front, and now they're not looking good. And they,
so obviously, as a Browns fan, I watched I missed the last 5 minutes of the game because I had it someone came over. I had to talk with them. I'm going to read my dad's text after the game because my father's text perfectly sums up how every Browns fan feels. This is from my father. Only the Browns could beat the first place team in their division in a do or die game and make their fans feel bad.
Yeah, because of how it ended, right? It's like they were up big and then they didn't score in the second half. And there was a picture of Baker Mayfield on the sideline, and I thought it was like John Candy from Uncle Buck with the mustache and the green jacket. I'm like, what is happening right now? He looked like he didn't want to be there. It was very weird. Why did they not score a single point in the second half? Like, what happened?
I don't know.
Lamar went out of the game. You figure that now they're going to pour it on, right?
Because, Kenny, we play defenses that I don't understand. We seem scared to blitz at any given time. They had a fourth and at one point I know they had a fourth and I want to say it was 7. Maybe it was 4th and 10, something around that range. We are, no joke, playing guys 12 yards off Mark Andrews, who's their best receiver and always has monster games against us because it's not that we don't cover him well, it's that we just forget to cover him.
Yeah, he's wide open.
I don't know how it's possible. He's the receiver they go to the most. He's Lamar's favorite receiver, especially against us. He's Huntley's favorite receiver against us, and we just don't cover him. I know on this 4th and down, I think it was maybe the end of the first half or whatever. He runs straight ahead, doesn't do a move, turns around. It's just a hitch route. At no point was our defender within 4 yards. He catches the ball past the first down marker. It's 4th down.
It was like the goal line for Detroit last week, right? The guy just ran into the end zone and turned around, touchdown.
I couldn't figure out what defense we were playing.
Yeah.
And we seem to just have these. We'll have moments where our defense looks phenomenal, And then we have moments where I feel like it's more of a play calling issue on our defense than
A
it is
scheme,
the
yeah, more of a
players. Yeah,
scheme, more of a
it seems like a
yeah,
scheme issue. And then we'll blitz like we blitzed at the end. I saw the highlights of like their last drive today. We'll blitz and we immediately get pressure, or it's fourth down, we blitz. We know they have to throw the hot route, so we're covering the hot route, and we tackle them for a 2-yard gain on 4th and 9, and we get the ball back.
yeah.
So why aren't we doing that early in the game? I don't understand. It's like, do we not trust our secondary? I guess our secondary's had some issues, and guys have been in and out of the lineup. But I really feel like it's a scheme issue.
Yeah.
And offense just hasn't looked good.
Well, the first half, not bad, right?
Yeah, first half not that bad. I mean, the Ravens, they did this the first game against us where they stacked the box and took away the run. They did that again this game. We established it more. We committed to it a bit more, which was good. We also had our one receiver back, whose name is now escaping me. The guy from Michigan.
Peoples?
Yeah, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah.
Him and Baker have a great connection, and he can go over the top, and he catches everything. The one catch he had on the sideline was phenomenal.
Yeah, I almost picked him up in fantasy, and I should have guaranteed you that he would have a big game because I didn't pick him up in fantasy. And he ended up having like 17 points or something in fantasy. So I knew he was going to do well. Yeah, he did good.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened in the second half. I'd have to go back and watch. To me, it felt more that they dominated having the ball in the second half, and we just defense
kind of
off the field.
I like excuse me. Browns kind of went into like prevent mode almost on both sides.
Yeah, and we prevent ourselves from winning as is usual.
But if you look at the division, now, right? It's Ravens 8-5, lost 2 in a row, have not looked good in probably 3 or 4 games.
Yeah,
right.
Least.
Browns 7-6, Bengals lost 2 in a row now, 7-6, and here the Steelers are 6-1. They're really only like 2 games out.
It's like a mess. It's a mess.
And they're in last place. Offensively, you look at the Bengals, they're putting up the most points, but they're losing now. Like they lost this week. Yeah, I don't know. They lost to who the heck they lose to? It wasn't like
San Francisco.
And that's another team where they're like that. They're in that group. Like they're kind of good. They're kind of not sometimes. So very weird division right now.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I don't know who I would give. I mean, I guess you give the edge to the Ravens, but it depends on how long Lamar's out. I think if Lamar's out,
if he's out, I mean, that's not good for them. Let's just be real about that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think it hurts them as much as some people might think. Just because Huntley, and this is smart, front office work by them. Huntley has a very similar skill set. I mean, obviously, no one's Lamar Jackson, but Huntley, he moves really well with the ball. He can run it. It seems like he can throw it decently well.
Yeah, he does a good job of keeping them in the game, right?
And they can run the same offense. It's not a case where the two quarterbacks are so different. You have to run a different offense with one of them.
Correct.
So,
yeah, and but I think too this week too we saw a lot of games that were like, that game's over, and all of a sudden, it's like a 1-score game with like 3 minutes left, which is how
Steelers game was like that.
Steelers went like that, right? They were getting blown out. They come back. They lose by 8? Yeah.
Something like that, but it felt a lot closer by the end.
The Buffalo game I had all but like turned off, and then I see that goes into overtime. I thought that was at points was like almost a blowout, right? Like I don't know. It just seemed like
it was 24-3 at halftime. So
I was like, I'm not watching the rest of this game. It's a blowout, and then it goes into overtime. Chargers are great. Seattle look great. Denver, which I predicted, they look good. Tough week for them though. With crazy story with Demaryius Thomas dying at 33 years old.
So young.
It's crazy. It said like health issues, but I'm not sure like what that was.
They said, I read some story that he had been experiencing seizures this past year.
Yeah, I heard that. Like,
obviously we don't know what the cause of death is. And
Yeah.
in most ways, it doesn't matter, right? It's sad.
No, it's just very. I mean, at 33, you're like, what the heck? You think like some sort of accident or some. At that age, you don't think like that's possible,
Well,
right?
especially for someone that was a
Yeah,
high
yeah.
level professional
That's what I'm
athlete.
saying. A high level, and it's not like he retired 12 years ago. Like it's been only been 2 years, I think, right, since he retired.
2 years.
Yeah. So this is sad. I mean, I loved watching that guy. He was a great player. So yeah, weird like story. I was like, yeah, I saw it pop up on my phone. I'm like, that's not right. He's like, I was like, he's probably like 35, right? I'm like, he's 33 years old, even younger than I thought. So I was glad to see them win. That's a good kind of a, I don't want to say a dedication game, but man, it's good to win when something like that happens. So it was cool what they did in the beginning of the game. So that was good to see. Kansas City looks like Kansas City again.
Yeah, they're like approaching sort of their juggernaut status.
I feel like they've made some moves. They added a guy on defense. They added Josh Gordon on offense. Right, they made these little moves, and I think they've really improved. So yeah, I mean, Green Bay won in like a crazy shootout, like 45-30. That was not. I didn't think that was going to happen. Like that kind of score. Who had the over on that game? I don't know, but you think like they weren't going to score at all in Chicago, but yeah, they kind of.
Yeah, no, it was. I watched parts of it when it was kind of closer in the first half, and yeah, some big plays in that game. It was pretty wild.
And I think all that's going to really determine the end of this year is injuries, right? I think we figured out who the good teams are. Titans won again. I mean, beat the Jaguars.
Injuries and weather, I would say.
Yeah, that too, for sure.
Because then we're going to get one of those playoff games that's in some horrible conditions, and there's going to be one of the teams will be able to run the ball. The other team will be a passing team that doesn't have a run game.
Can't throw, yeah. But that's why I think like even the Colts are an indoor team. I think they hold up in a playoff scenario because they can run so well. So if they get in, I mean, I think they'll be an underrated team getting into playoffs for sure. So they were on a bye this week. Eagles were on a bye this week. So yeah, no Eagles news out of my area. Cowboys again, they were up big, and the Redskins kind of came back, made it close at the end. That was a little.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That was a game that seemed like the Redskins. I mean, they came back a little bit, but I was slipping to that game back and forth from the Browns game, and it never felt like Washington was really in it.
Yeah, they did have a chance at the end. They got the ball. They were down a score, and then I think it was a sack or a fumble. Something happened where they lost it right back, and then Dallas. That was it. Ball game. So it was the quarterback got sacked, and he tried to throw the ball, and it was a fumble, and they got the ball back, and that was ball game. So, so what do we got this week? What's coming up?
What is coming up?
I'm sure some college bowl games are starting soon, right? They got to be starting this week. This weekend.
Yeah, I guess because it's the week before Christmas usually.
Like the CarMax Auto Taco Bell, Popeye's Chicken Bowl, right? Something like.
I'd laugh, but some of those I'm sure.
There's so many of them.
Bowl schedule. Let's click on this link here.
The Chick-fil-A Dunkin' Donut Bowl.
I laugh just because it's so true. All right, yeah. So hold on, make sure I get a stupid autoplay. I'll make sure it doesn't go off.
There's some kind of like insurance company bowl. There's always an insurance company.
Yeah. All right. So let's go through what's coming up this weekend. We have on Friday, December 17th. We have the Bahamas Bowl. This is Middle Tennessee against. You know what? I'm not even going to name the teams because
I want to be in that bowl. Though. Are they going and playing in the Bahamas?
I'm gonna hope yes.
That's awesome. Let's go to that bowl game.
So that's noon on Friday. Middle Tennessee against Toledo. Later on Friday, we have the Tail Greeter Cure Bowl.
There's one for you. I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
Northern Illinois versus Coastal Carolina. Saturday, December 18th, we have the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. It's South Carolina State against.
It sounded like I was making them up, but you see what it sounded like.
We have PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl, UTEP against Fresno State on Saturday. The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, UAB versus BYU. There's at least teams I know.
Yeah, so some bigger teams there.
All right, so now it's like late Friday after or late Saturday afternoon. We have the Lending Tree Bowl. This is Eastern Michigan against Liberty. The Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stifle. Yes, this is a real thing. It's Utah State versus Oregon State. It's a real bowl game.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. The Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stifle. All right,
that might be my favorite one.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that for sure. The R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, Louisiana versus Marshall.
Okay, so not LSU, just Louisiana University.
Yeah, and then because we won't be recording next week, Monday, December 20th, we have the Myrtle Beach Bowl presented by Tax Act. That's Old Dominion versus Tulsa. Tuesday, the 21st, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, Kent State versus Wyoming. Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl. Oh my God. UTSA versus San Diego State. Wednesday, the 22nd, we have the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, Missouri versus Army. The 23rd, we have the Frisco Football Classic, North Texas versus Miami. The Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl, Jesus. UCF versus Florida. The 24th, because why should these kids have a holiday break?
Correct.
Easy Post Hawaii Bowl, Memphis versus Hawaii. Oh, even better, there's bowl games on Christmas. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're always on.
The Tax Act Amelia Bowl, Georgia State versus Ball State. I feel great for those student athletes.
Yeah, for those like 80 kids that won't be home for Christmas.
Unbelievable. Then the bowl games pick up on Wednesday, the 27th, with the Quick Lane Bowl, Western Michigan versus Nevada. The Military Bowl presented by Perriton, Boston College versus East Carolina. And then that'll be enough because we should be recording that day.
Yeah, and that'll get us into like the real bowl games.
Yeah.
The bigger one, the Rose Bowl, the Orange Bowl, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Let's see. This week in the NFL, is this? Yeah, this is right. Why is my website looking weird? All right. We have this Thursday night game. Kansas City at Los Angeles. This is in Los Angeles. This is the Chargers. Sorry.
Okay.
Los Angeles teams there. Give me Kansas City. Los Angeles is too up and down for me, and Kansas City's rolling. I know it's on the road, but
Kansas City looks great. Although, man, the Chargers quarterback is awesome. He threw a ball this weekend against the Giants. He probably threw it almost 65, 70 yards in the air.
Oh, I saw that replay. Yeah.
He's good. But yeah, Kansas City looks good. They look like they're ready to make the run. So,
all right, next one. Saturday, we have two games on Saturday, the 18th. Las Vegas Raiders at Cleveland. I think the Raiders are toast. I don't think the Browns are playing particularly well, but we did look a little bit better this week. So give me the Browns at home.
Yeah, Raiders looked awful last week. I can't pick them right now. They just didn't look good. So, yeah, Browns it is.
Also on Saturday, the late game, New England at Indianapolis. This is a big one for the AFC.
Oh, wow. God, I feel like the Colts play someone tough every week, I feel like. Yeah, this is really a big game. Where's it at?
It's in Indy. I'm going to go Indy, actually. It's hard to go against New England given how they're playing. But yeah, I think Indy gets up, and I think if Indy can run the ball, they win this game.
Yeah, I feel like the Patriots have won a bunch in a row. Maybe Indy knocks them off here. So I'll go Colts.
All right. Normal Sunday games here. Carolina at Buffalo. Give me Buffalo. I think Carolina's trash.
Toast, yeah. Agreed.
Arizona at Detroit. You got to go Zona.
Yeah. No brainer pick there.
The Jets at Miami Dolphins. What did New York do this week? What did the Jets do this week?
They lost.
They lost barely to the Saints.
Yeah, they lost to the Saints. That's right. Yeah, I go Miami there. Miami's been playing better.
Yeah, I can't pick the Jets. So Miami it is. Dallas at the Giants. So divisional game. This game is always usually tighter than it should be.
I got to go Giants or Dallas myself. They're just the better team, I think.
I agree with you.
Would I be surprised if they lost? No, right?
Yeah, see, this feels like a trap game they lose.
Yeah, because they finished out flat last week. They won, but kind of mailed it in the second half. Kind of like the Browns win, right? You just kind of felt weird after it.
Yeah.
Like
I should feel good, but I don't.
Yeah, they won, but you're like, ee.
Man, all right. This is my upset pick. I'm going New York.
Okay.
I don't trust it at all, but something. I mean,
It wouldn't
I can
surprise
see
me.
it happening.
Yeah.
The Washington football team at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Very similar.
Yeah, I feel similar.
I don't know who's playing quarterback though for the Eagles. Minshew played last game, then they head off, but they beat the Jets. Like, is that really something to hang your hat on? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's not like they beat the Cardinals or the Tampa Bay.
Give me Washington. I think Washington bounces back. They look bad this week. I think they bounce back.
Yeah, I'll take the Eagles just because I have no clue who's going to win that game.
Tennessee Titans at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Another pretty big game now due to Pittsburgh and their division.
Yeah.
I think Titans take that.
Okay. What did Tennessee do this week? They won.
They beat
the Jaguars.
Yeah,
they lost
again.
the previous two.
Yeah.
God, I feel like this is a game Pittsburgh wins. Pittsburgh. I hate it, but I'm going to say Pittsburgh. Because it will annoy me as a Browns fan.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Houston at Jacksonville, the toilet bowl.
Oof. I'm going Jags.
Give me Jags.
I like their fight. Did you hear Urban Meyer was popping off again, calling out his whole coaching staff? Did you hear all that?
I heard something about him, basically asking them to show him their resumes.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm a winner. You guys are losers." Like all this.
I don't know. That's the best way to motivate.
That's an odd way to motivate your coaching staff, but yeah, whatever. I think he wants out of there really bad.
Yeah, it's like asking to be fired.
But that's what I mean. He's like just saying stuff now at this point, like I hate humans. Like what's he going to say next?
Cincinnati at Denver.
Interesting.
Cincy on the road.
We know Denver's tough to play, right? The air is different. And I didn't think they were going to win 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? I don't know. No, they lost to Kansas City 2 weeks ago. I picked them to lose against Detroit just because I was being over sarcastic, maybe. But I'm going Denver. Pessimistic. Yeah, overly a pessimistic fan. I'm going Denver this week. I thought they looked pretty solid. I know it was against Detroit, but Detroit's played people really tough, right?
They have.
And Denver kind of put it on them. So maybe, playing at home. But if the Bengals won, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm shocked, right? I would just be like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I feel like the AFC North is going to stay tight throughout till the end. So, yeah, give me.
They need the game more than I want to think Denver's in the playoff race still, but yeah, are they? I don't know. I kind of don't want them to be. I want them to get a good draft pick, and I want them to get Russell Wilson. Like that's my goal this year, just to get Russell Wilson and to get a draft pick. But we'll see.
Atlanta at San Francisco. Give me San Francisco there.
Yeah, I feel like the 49ers are emerging as a playoff team, so I'm going them. Atlanta's not good.
Seattle at the Los Angeles Rams. Give me Rams.
Yeah, tough game for Seattle, although they look better this week, but it was against a poop team. Green
Bay at Baltimore. I don't think we know the status of Lamar Jackson as we're recording this. So
yeah. That plays a lot into it, but just based on how they've been playing, I'm going Green Bay.
It's hard to go against Green Bay in the way they're passing the ball right now.
Yeah, it's just.
It seems like they just like Rodgers. As much as I'm not the biggest fan of his, just scores whenever he wants.
He's on another level right now. He really is. He's different.
Yeah. So Green Bay, New Orleans at Tampa Bay is the late Sunday night game.
I got Tampa there.
Tampa. I can't see New Orleans still has Taysom Hill playing quarterback, right?
Yeah, so, I'm just not sold on all that. I don't think he's that good. So
not a quarter. He's good at things that aren't quarterback. I don't think.
He's a good athlete and he can run the ball well. I don't see him as he's not the answer there. Let's be
he's
honest.
A good H back slot back.
Yeah, he's a good football player. Look at that.
Minnesota, and then our Monday night game for next week is Minnesota at Chicago, divisional game. We will actually. I will actually be in Chicago.
Oh, cool. Oh, you're going to the game?
We weren't planning on it, but we wanted to walk through the tailgating. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think Minnesota wins though. Chicago showed me no reason to root for them. Well, not in a bad way. I just don't think they're that good.
I think they hung in there pretty well this week. I mean,
yeah, they did.
It's against Green Bay.
Yeah, I just
give me Chicago at home. Why not?
I like it. Call the upset. I like.
Why not?
You want to look at too. You want to look at some crazy stats. Look at Aaron Rodgers' touchdown to interception ratio stuff for his career. I think it's the best ever. It's pretty wild. It's
insane.
It's like not. It doesn't. It's a lot like Curry stats. It just you don't realize like what you're watching. You know what I mean? Like until you look at the stats compared to others, you're like, oh, wow, he's really good. I think Mahomes is pretty good too. I think Rodgers is the best ever touchdown interception ratio or something. It's like not normal. The guy is good.
Yeah, he is not bad at the quarterbacking.
No, he's decent.
Well, there you go. Well, everyone, we will not be here next week because, as I just mentioned, I will not be around because I am headed out on a normal recording day. So won't be here, but we will be back hopefully in 2 weeks' time. So the week after Christmas, we should be back that week to talk about probably a lot of bowl games and whatever's going on in the NFL playoff race by that point in time.
Yeah, Christmas is Saturday. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, Christmas
on the
is
weekend.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So there you go. Kenny, take care.
Yeah, you too, man.
Peace out.
Have a good vacation.
Will do.
Yeah.
Peace out, everyone.
See you.